Welcome back to the Sharon Jones Show. Just here in a comfortable setting with a friend of mine. And we've been so far back, haven't we?
Yes, we have, Sharon.
Oh, God, since the 90s.
Oh, yes.
It
yes.
has been 98 to be exact.
98, yes.
But your name is Miss Renee Russell.
I'm Renee Russell, known as Growrena's Garden in Georgia.
Okay, tell us about it.
Yes. I'm a graduate of Columbus State in geology, and I took some horticulture over at our technical college before the class was derailed and dismissed.
Okay.
And I decided to further, my education with Auburn University for solar power and solar energy, and found out that I had a knack for gardening and teaching gardening.
Wow.
In our background, Sharon, you remember that I was an instructor of cosmetology.
I remember that, yes.
I have not left the beauty field to go to the plant field to teach this new generation, where I found out is the millennium generation, about gardening.
Wow.
We don't need 40 acres and a mule anymore. All I need is a container. Something as simple as a small container where you can actually grow herbs. Herbs are successful, extremely successful, especially when people don't think, I don't have any green thumb. You do, because it's easy as 1, 2, 3, ABC,
all right,
when it's all broken down to you in a manner where the language is understood, you can grow.
All right, Renee. Nobody can explain it like you.
Thank you, Sharon.
Let me ask you, you give classes now on the growing of the plants.
Yes, for those that have a grandmother, that have a background in it, and those that do not have a clue, and everything that they say they touch, it dies. And I'm here to turn around that way of thinking, because it's known as a corrective journey. And I want to share with you, that's the new word for health science.
Oh, okay.
And being a volunteer as a pink lady at Columbus Regional, I work the research library.
Wow.
So I am really up on herbology and the plant world.
Wow, that's good. When does your classes begin?
My classes normally begin on a Saturday when people are off and have nothing to do. But they don't realize that growing is something fun. And when they go and actually see how to pick up the Dremels and start doing the arts from old spoons and knives, where they can actually start marking with the Dremel, where we used to use it in the nail industry, those same tools can cut into the names of your plants and your herbs. So once you put the seed down, you can almost forget what you put there until it starts growing, and you can actually mark it. So I took, where I'm a retired salon and day spa owner, much of my implements, materials, and supplies, I still need them in the gardening world.
Wow.
Especially to share with people who can't bring their tools or their small trowels and shovels. I have all that available for them. And it's a great and fun class that I offer.
Wow, that's grand. Where do you teach the class at? Where's your location?
Oh, my location is at 1308 13th Street in Midtown in Columbus, Georgia, right up from the Red Lobster, Mr. B's liquor store.
Oh, gee.
I'm right next door where there is a lot of parking, and plus I have a little green space in the back that I'm actually putting in a potting shed for my students, to let them know gardening isn't always so pretty and what you see the end results. It starts off with a lot of understanding that there's work behind it. And no matter how small the container may be, or how large you're thinking as far as a vertical garden or a container, we have to start with the soil, and soil can get a little bit dirty.
Okay.
I use that as a pun word, yeah.
that is interesting.
Thank you, Sharon.
You know, we've gotten so away from the farmer's mentality, but that's where your health lies in a lot of the farmer type of mentality of plants and herbal and so forth.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there is no money in being well and being healthful, spiritually, mentally, physically. Gardening will take you out of a spot where you constantly think that you're hungry all the time, but where I specialize in teaching someone to do the herbs first and get the understanding of the smells and the aroma. There are a certain amount of smells and aroma that will actually neutralize your taste buds.
Wow.
Can I give you one for example? Cinnamon. Did you know cinnamon was an herb?
Right, I do. Mm-hmm.
And we have this little pesky insect called a gnat. And the only way that you can kill a gnat is to swat it. And so many years when we were on the farms and in the fields, the gnats were the ones that you couldn't get off of you because of the bite. It gives a bite worse than a red fire ant, and people don't realize that.
Right.
Cinnamon is a deterrent. If you boil the cinnamon in the water, leave it overnight for it to cool off, put it in a spray bottle, it is a deterrent.
Wow. I know you got so much stuff. Your class will be a blessing. How can they take your class again?
Oh, my class, they can call me at 706-888-7362. And if you're not good with numbers, it's 888-7362-RENA.
All right.
Known as Growrena's Garden in Georgia.
All right. Way to go. All righty. Well, we are keeping it locked with the Joneses. Thank you for coming. And we'll see you next week. Same place, same time.